Good morning, Beaconites. It's Adarsh here. Just giving you a quick tutorial on how to use Solver in the context of this assignment. So the big thing is you need Solver. It's an add-in for Excel. If you have like the newer Excel, you can just throw it in the search bar for Solver. Shout out to Raj. He's the one who showed me how to do that. And actually showed me how to use Solver. So I'm just passing it on to make sure everyone else can get this done and not waste away on their weekend. All right, so the first thing we want to do is define our revenue cell. So revenue is simply, in the context of here, price times quantity, because our average cost is 0. Otherwise, we would have to throw another cell in for average cost. Next thing we're going to want to do is define quantity. So in this case, quantity is our trend line equation that Excel spits out. So in the case of our linear demand, we're going to use our linear equation. And when I go ahead and put this in, instead of putting X up here, I'm putting my price cell. So click here for price, and that's all you need to do there. Then you're going to want to throw in some starting number for Solver. It really doesn't matter what number you throw in here. It just needs a starting point. So in this case, I know theoretically it should be 1.84 given this trend line. And we will see what Solver gives us. So first, I'm going to click my quantity cell, and then I'm going to go Data Solver. In comes this really shitty looking Solver parameter box, like it's from the 1400s. And then I'm going to set my objective. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is, what am I actually trying to do here? I'm trying to maximize revenue, right? And we know that's done when marginal revenue equals marginal cost, but that's kind of irrelevant for Solver. So I'm maximizing my revenue cell. All right, and all I did there is I just clicked this button right here, and it allowed me to see revenue. What variable is actually changing? So in this case, I want price to be changing, right? And then some level of constraint. So I'm constraining quantity. I know that quantity cannot be more than 100 because I only have 100 participants for this survey. So what I'm doing here is establishing a constraint. I click the cell that I want to constrain. I want to say it's got to be less than 100. All right, so then the rest of Solver pops up. Select the solving method. I just stuck with GRG nonlinear. A lot of this has to do with the mathematical approach and the computational like brute force method it's using. Anything more, talk to a math major. All right, then I'm going to click solve. All right, so Solver says, hey, we've converged on a solution, all constraints are satisfied, right? And so look at that number, right? Before you click OK, look at that number. Does it make sense? Did it do anything crazy to the rest of your parameters? And if it does, right, so keep Solver solution. I don't want to return to the parameter dialog. Now, if it's trash, click Restore Original Values, and then reopen the Solver parameter dialog. Okay, so then I'm going to do the same thing again for the logarithmic. Here I'm going to define revenue again as price times quantity. I'm going to define my quantity here as my natural log equation. Again, spit out from Excel. And then I'm going to throw in some arbitrary price. Again, I'm going to say 1.84 because that's what our team calculated using the linear method. It's going to be way different, such as life. Okay, so data, Solver. Okay, so what am I trying to maximize here? Sorry, I got too many monitors up right now. So set objective. I want to optimize this revenue. Cool. I want to change this price. All right, cool. And I already had a constraint built. This number kind of makes sense. It's within my quantity, it's within my equation. It's within some of my willingness to pays. I look at the raw data. I see that there's a lot of dead weight loss in this calculation. But again, these are models, and I eliminated 29 data points. So, you know, that's going to completely ruin my statistical observation here. But it does make sense in the grand scheme of, is it a right answer? So I'm going to say keep solver solution. I don't want to return, and I'm going to click OK. And that's solver. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, give me a call, shoot me a text. I'm happy to help you guys. All right, take care. Bye.